You've heard men say, I love you, but that's not what reveals real love. Because when a man is truly, deeply in love, he doesn't always say, I love you. He leaks it through tiny, hidden words that most women never notice. So if you've ever wondered, does he really love me? Listen carefully. By the end of this video, you'll recognize the 9 secret words that only appear when a man's heart is fully invested. And trust me, once you hear them, you'll never unhear them again. Word 1, home. When a man uses the word home around you, even casually, he's not talking about a place. He's talking about a feeling. If he says things like, you feel like home, I love being home with you, or even text me when you get home safe, what he really means is you're his emotional anchor. For men, home equals safety, belonging, and peace. So when he starts associating you with that word, it's his subconscious saying, this is where I can finally rest. You can be in a coffee shop, a car, or chaotic airport, but if he calls that moment home, he's already emotionally committed. Word 2, us. You'll notice this one quietly sneak into his vocabulary. At first he says I, then one day it becomes we. And that shift is huge. When a man switches from I to we, his brain has already started building a shared identity. It's not a performance, it's instinct. Because men protect what they feel part of. And us means you're no longer an option, you're his team. So the next time he says something like, we should go there someday, or we'd make a good team, understand, that's not small talk. That's him revealing he's already imagining a future with you, one casual sentence at a time. Word 3, proud. If a man ever says, I'm proud of you, don't brush it off, that's rare emotional gold. Men are not naturally expressive creatures. Compliments from them usually revolve around looks or humor. So when he uses pride, he's expressing emotional investment in your growth. It means your achievements feel personal to him. You winning feels like him winning. It's his heart saying, you matter to me beyond what you do for me. That's not flirtation, that's love, speaking in masculine language. Word 4, safe. When a man says he feels safe with you, it's not physical, it's emotional. Because the truth is, most men never feel emotionally safe anywhere. They're expected to perform, compete, and suppress. So if he says, I can be myself around you, or you make me feel calm, he's admitting something huge. You're the one person who doesn't make him feel judged. And once a man finds that, he clings to it like oxygen. Remember, men fall in love with women who make them feel alive, but they stay with the ones who make them feel safe. Word 5, stay. This one sounds simple, but it's packed with emotion. When a man says stay, even in a small context, it means I'm not done being near you yet. Maybe you're leaving after a movie and he says, hey, stay a little longer. That's not about time, that's about connection. It's his way of saying, I still need this energy, don't end it yet. Men aren't great at articulating longing. They compress it into one syllable, but that one syllable, stay, carries the whole weight of I miss you already. And if you've heard it from him more than once, that's your proof. His heart is no longer casual about you. Word 6, mine. Before you panic, this isn't about control, it's about emotional claim. When a man says something like, you're my girl, my favorite person, or even jokingly, hands off, she's mine, he's expressing one of the deepest masculine instincts, protective attachment. It's not possessive when it's said with respect. It's his subconscious way of saying, you're my choice and I'll stand by it. Men don't use the word mine with just anyone. They use it only when they feel they found something worth protecting, and losing it would hurt. So if he's ever used that word softly, with warmth, instead of ego, congratulations, that's not flirtation anymore. That's imprinting. Word 7, need. This is the moment a man's armor cracks, because men are taught from birth to never need anyone, to be strong, stoic, self-reliant. So when he says, I need you, it's not manipulation, it's surrender. He's not saying he can't survive without you. He's saying life is better with you in it. That single word means he's reached a level of emotional trust most men never show. He no longer fears appearing weak because your presence makes vulnerability feel safe. When a man says, I need you sincerely, that's not just love, that's bond. Word 8, miss. When a man says, I miss you, pay attention to how he says it. Most men avoid expressing absence because it makes them feel exposed. But when he texts, miss your face, kinda miss you, or even a simple wish you were here, it's not small talk. It's emotional vulnerability in disguise. He's revealing that your presence lingers after you're gone, that his brain keeps running the replay button on your laugh, your scent, your little quirks. Psychologically, when a man misses you, his dopamine levels spike the same way they do when he anticipates a reward. You become a source of emotional pleasure and comfort, not just attraction. So if he says he misses you, don't respond with sarcasm or suspicion. Say something playful like, well, I guess I'm hard to forget. Let him know his openness is safe with you, because once he feels safe missing you, he'll never want to replace you. Word 9, always. This is the quiet promise word. Men don't throw around always lightly. It sneaks into conversation when his heart has made a decision his mind hasn't fully admitted yet. You might say, you'll always have me, I'll always have your back, or even, you'll always make me smile. To him, always isn't a timeline. It's a declaration of permanence. It means even if life changes, I'm still showing up. Most men talk in moments. Few talk in forever. So when he starts using always, understand he's already imagining you in his long-term story. And here's the irony. The word sounds casual, but it carries the weight of commitment. How to recognize when they're real. Words mean nothing without tone, timing, and consistency. A man who says, I miss you after disappearing for a week, that's not affection. That's manipulation. But a man who says miss you in the middle of a busy day or right before sleep is telling you you're part of my mental peace. Real love words come quietly, repeatedly, and effortlessly. Fake ones come loud, urgent, and inconsistent. So stop listening for the volume, listen for the pattern. Men reveal love not in fireworks, but in repetition. Why you keep missing these words? Most women miss these signals because they're waiting for romantic language. You're listening for, you're my soulmate, I can't live without you, you complete me. But men express devotion in practical language. They reveal emotion and responsibility, humor, consistency, and yes, in these hidden words. So when he says, text me when you get home, don't underestimate it. That's his heart talking in safety code. When he says, we got this, that's his way of saying, I'm not going anywhere. And when he says, I'm proud of you, that's him handing you respect, the highest currency a man can give. The moment you start hearing differently, once you start noticing these words, you'll realize something beautiful. Love was never silent. It was just coded. Men are emotional creatures with a different operating system. They don't upload feelings directly. They encrypt them in everyday speech. The women who get it win not because they decode every word, but because they respond with warmth, not pressure. When you hear home, respond with, I feel the same. When you hear miss, respond with playfulness. When you hear proud, say, that means more than you know. It's not about chasing meaning. It's about rewarding vulnerability. Because every time you do, you teach his heart, it's safe to love me deeper. And that's how love grows. Not through grand gestures, but through safe communication. Final reflection. A man can chase 100 women, flirt endlessly, and still feel nothing real until he meets the one who hears him without him having to explain. If you learn to listen between the lines, you'll never doubt again whether he loves you. Thanks for watching.